Hi, I'm Scott Wolf, and I want to talk to you about the Team Disney building at the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, California, and share some of my photos that I've taken over the years. I love Walt Disney Studio, and there's so much history there. And while Walt's office and the original animation building and so many of the original buildings remain, there's been some wonderful additions over the years. Here's a wide shot I took of the studio. There's the new animation building, and if you look closely, you'll see a building adorned by Snow White's 7 dwarfs. Back in 1989, when I was working for Disney, it was exciting to know that they were constructing a new structure which would be called the Team Disney building. It would hold the offices for Disney's top executives, including then CEO Michael Eisner and Disney President and Chief Operating Officer Frank Wells. I watched it with great anticipation during the process, particularly knowing that the final building would feature the likeness of Snow White's 7 dwarfs. It was exciting to see that the dwarfs were in place, soon to be unveiled. Here's what the Team Disney building looked like when it was first completed in 1990, with a beautiful reflecting pool below. The building was designed by architect and designer Michael Graves, who also designed the Swan and Dolphin resorts in Walt Disney World and the Hotel New York for Disneyland Paris. This is a scale model of the studio that they had on display for us at an employee event, and you could see the Team Disney building area in the upper right corner with the reflecting pool in front of it. Under the guidance of Disney legend John Hench, these 19-foot-tall dwarfs are a perfect likeness of the characters from the movie. I still marvel at the accuracy and expression that was achieved. Here's a picture I took of Grumpy when it was still under construction. That person standing by him gives a good perspective of Grumpy's massive size. Actually, only 6 of the 7 dwarfs are 19 feet high. Dopey, who's holding up the top of the building, is only 12 feet high. The reflecting pool was eventually removed to create Legends Plaza, featuring the handprints and signatures in bronze of the men and women who have been honored as Disney legends. The Legends Plaza is a beautiful place, and it has the Partners statue, like you see in Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, and the International Disney Parks. It also has the statue of Walt's brother, Roy O. Disney, and Minnie Mouse, like the one in the Magic Kingdom. Both of these statues were masterfully sculpted by Blaine Gibson, whose work is seen in the Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise, American Adventure, and so much more. The Legends Plaza also features bronze handprints and signatures of all the people who have been honored as Disney legends, many that I've known and let you hear from in these videos. Blaine's handprints are appropriately just to the right of his Roy Disney sculpture. There's Mark Davis, who besides being an animator and designer of characters like Cruella de Vil and Tinkerbell, designed so many of the iconic scenes that you've seen in attractions like the Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Richard M. and Robert B. Sherman wrote legendary songs such as It's a Small World and the Mary Poppins and Winnie the Pooh songs and so much more. The wonderful Harriet Burns did so much for Disney that it's hard to even describe what she did. She worked on Walt's movies, TV shows, and parks, creating sets and props, feathering and painting tiki room birds, or adding hair to heads and legs of pirates, or helping create Sleeping Beauty Castle. I love talking to Harriet, and I've done several videos on her so far. Originally, the handprints were all in front of the Disney Studios Theater, but as space started to become limited, the new Legends Plaza had much more room for all those handprints and signatures, with room for more in the future. In 2006, the Team Disney building was renamed as Team Disney, the Michael D. Eisner Building. After Walt Disney died, the company was kind of struggling trying to find its direction, and Michael, as CEO, along with Frank Wells as president, really saved Disney. I took this photo of Michael and Frank for the Disney Newsreel, which was the employee newsletter. This plate was from the Rotunda, the exclusive executive dining room housed inside the Team Disney building. Like the Team Disney building, this plate was designed by Michael Graves. It matches the color scheme and design of the restaurant. Few people get to see inside the Rotunda, but I want to share some photos with you. People around the company knew that I loved taking pictures as a hobby. So when the Disney Chief Accounting Officer was leaving the company, I was asked if I'd go photograph his surprise party. I agreed to take pictures, but I asked, since I'm doing it for free, can I take some pictures of the room before everybody gets there? I guess being the accounting department, that made financial sense. While the Rotunda was being designed, it was announced that the studio employees could enter a contest to design a mural for the new restaurant. The winner would receive $5,000 and have their design in the restaurant. Me being, well, me, one to never miss an opportunity, had an idea, but I'm not an artist, so I conveyed my mural idea to my boss on Tailspin, Ed Gertner, who's a fantastic artist. You've seen his gorgeous background designs in movies like The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Lion King, and Beauty and the Beast, just to name a few. In fact, he designed the iconic ballroom in Beauty and the Beast. I explained my idea to Ed, and he sketched out a mural. I wanted to convey the happiness of Disney throughout the world, so I had a path of international flags with Disney characters from animation to theme parks represented. And they were all led by Mickey Mouse himself. Ed did a wonderful job. There's the well-known characters like Dumbo and Winnie the Pooh, as well as lesser-known characters like Ranger Woodlore and Panchito from the Three Caballeros. I also had Figment from Epcot in there and It's a Small World-style children to represent the theme parks. At the end of the year, I received this letter from Michael Eisner. And it reads, "Dear Scott, thank you for your entry into the headquarters office building executive dining room mural competition. We recently reviewed all of the entries. I must say we were quite impressed with what you accomplished in such a short period of time. However, we could not arrive at a consensus for a winner. We may pursue some of the ideas and will let you know should we need you to develop your concepts further. Because of our lack of consensus, we felt it only fair to split the $5,000 award evenly among the 29 entries. Each cash award will be further divided by the number of cast members who worked on each entry. Forthcoming will be your share of that $5,000 award." While I felt let down that they didn't choose a winner and just had Michael Graves design the artwork inside the building, I was happy to have my $86.21 and a letter personally signed by Michael. You know, being at the Disney Studios was never wasted on me. I still get that special feeling at Walt's studio. And while it's changed greatly over the years, I feel like there's still that mystique of Walt that exists there. It's hard to believe that some of the photos that I showed you today are over 30 years old. And while I didn't always know why I was taking all those photos, I'm so glad that I did. And it sure pleases me to be able to share them with you.